In the official record, the Nathema Ritual is dismissed with one word: abomination. A planet erased, a perfect void in the Force, and a conclusion so convenient it discourages further thought. You are not meant to ask how an entire world fell silent in a single convergence, why 8,000 Sith Lords stood in precise formation across its surface, or how, at the center of that design, one mind remained. The moment you ask, the narrative of mindless evil begins to fail. What emerges in its place is something far less comfortable. Nathema is not remembered for what happened there, but for what is missing. In the Force, it registers as nothing. No echo, no residue, no disturbance. A clean absence. The Jedi attribute this to madness and stop. They omit the structure. Across the planet, the Sith arrange themselves with deliberate symmetry. Rings etched into continents, lines spanning oceans, convergence points marked by the most capable among them. From orbit, it resembled a diagram more than a battlefield. Each participant understood their role. Each role reduced them. These were not followers. They were specialists, practitioners of the dark side who accepted a clear exchange. Abandon individual dominion and take part in a system that might redefine the limits of existence. No promise of survival, only the possibility of discovery. When the final alignments were completed, the system expanded. It did not remain confined to the 8,000. It reached outward, into cities, into ecosystems, into every living process on the planet. The world itself was incorporated. Then the circuit closed. There was no explosion, no visible catastrophe. The change was quieter and more complete. Life diminished uniformly, as if a constant were being reduced across all things at once. Movement slowed, sound collapsed, presence thinned. Across the planet, everything approached zero, and then crossed it. This was not destruction in any conventional sense. It was subtraction, total, simultaneous, and precise. All of it, every organism, every participant, was routed toward a single point. At the center was one consciousness. As the system emptied the world, that mind did not dissolve. It accumulated, it stabilized. It crossed a threshold the Jedi have never meaningfully attempted to define. This is often described as immortality. It is not. It is the removal of dependency. Existence no longer contingent on the ordinary exchange between life and the Force. The Jedi call this state unnatural, as though the Force itself issued a verdict. Yet their own doctrines pursue endurance, transcendence, selective unity. The distinction is not philosophical, it is procedural. Nathema should have become the most studied anomaly in their history. Instead, it was isolated, contained behind language like corruption and madness. No mapping, no sustained inquiry. Because to examine it directly would require acknowledging what it demonstrates. The Force can be treated as a system, and systems can be engineered. None of this reduces the cost. A world was expended to test a single proposition, that the limits of the Force are not fixed, but enforced. You may reject that conclusion, but the alternative is less precise. Nathema remains, not as a scar, but as evidence. A silence that was not imposed by chaos, but constructed with intent.